Hey guys, Rob from the Off-Grid Tiny House. Uh, this is step 3 in my video series on making Rick Simpson oil or RSO. So now we have basically the second wash going on here, and to ensure that you know the second wash is totally saturated, I'm going to throw the immersion blender back in there and give it a quick agitation. Not too long, but just to make sure all the solvent is eating through all that leftover material. So that should be plenty there. It looks like mud pie or swamp water or something out of a bog. Um, and then what we're going to do here, guys, is set the immersion blender off to the side, dripping into the sink. We're going to throw our muslin bag over top the container. Just give it a little shaky there. And we're going to then strain everything into the red container where the first wash is located. And here I'm amateur hour, just adjusting the camera since I'm a solo crew doing all this work. No camera crews or high-end production value here, guys. Sorry. So basically we're going to, well, I missed the lid there. So you basically it has a pull string on this muslin bag, so you just form fit it over the top of your container, and then you just pull that pull string to tighten it and make sure it's locked in on there, and then just carefully get it up over your container. Set the sock in. I call it the sock, the muslin bag, that extra part when you're tipping it over. And then there we go. Everything's back inside the container now. And we're just going to carefully disconnect the muslin bag from the glass container. Make sure all the material's out of the jar so you can squeeze the hell out of it, getting all that medicine into the solvent liquid. So here we're going to pull the drawstring, loosen it off, and then I can get back to work tightening the muslin bag right up, squeezing the absolute hell out of it, guys. By the time you guys are done squeezing your material, your hand should hurt and the material will be almost dry when you empty the bag from the pressure and the friction, right? And obviously have your handy dandy disposable gloves around, unless you want a large contact eye through the skin on your hands and into your system. Not a fun way to start making a large batch of RSO, considering you have a lot more works and steps to do. So just squeeze the hell out of it. That just in 2 washes is basically all you need. Remember, don't be a dummy like me. You need about 4 bottles of that pure alcohol, depending on how much material you guys are going to be using. And you guys seen I had the jar in front of you there completely full of decarbed indica. So everything's kind of squeezed out. Can't really get too much more out of that bag. So we're just going to discard that material now, because all the good stuff has been washed into the solvent liquid alcohol, and we're going to move on to the next step. So stay tuned for more, guys. Again, all these will be going into my YouTube Rick Simpson Oil RSO playlist. That's where all my stuff is about this stuff, how to make it, different ways, different tips and tricks. Like, share, subscribe, guys, and stay tuned for the next step in the video, where we get to, start boiling stuff off and getting everything extracted down.